Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. I thought you said it was just starting.
No, I told you that when it did start. You weren't listening.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. And that incendiary display here.
We're on fire.
We're on fire, which will probably go away because it's too bright. But it'll be great when we have our show downstairs. But we're upstairs again, and we have a chair here in case one of our cats, like the therapy cat Sonny, comes along. We call him that.
They may want to join us here. We don't know.
Okay, how did I shut this? There we go. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving!
For those who celebrate.
Everybody had a wonderful day. Mine would have been more perfect if the Lions had won their game, but it is what it is. So, and we had a great day. Angel Rivera, hey, good to see you. And hi, Mary Barrick.
Hi, Mary.
Barrick. And Angel, so, okay. Angel and Mary.
Well, here we are on Thanksgiving Eve, ready to...
And we didn't even have time to eat the pumpkin pie. We ate so much other stuff, you know, the food, and then we just felt we needed a nap to sleep it off, that tryptophan, and so we did not.
The glass of wine that I so uncharacteristically had.
The Mai Tai I had during the game, the sorry game.
So you're the one.
But that was so long ago. All right. But we didn't have time for pumpkin pie. Perhaps a late night dessert.
You never know.
Is in order. All right. Well, anyway, all right. Got the list caught up. Violet's got the list, keeping a backup. And we are going to do a card for the collective with the Seasons of the Witch Oracle.
I thought you wanted to read a poem.
Oh, I did. You know, a lot of the people here on our show, and you know, we're a little bit short tonight too, so maybe there will be some of our regulars who missed this message, but you may have missed the poem that I've submitted out to other social media today, our gratitude poem for everybody and their support. So here we go. Hit it. You gonna give me a drum roll? No, that's okay. Okay, grateful for all of you. TFT has a lot to be grateful for heading into the year 2024. We're grateful to all of you who freely share your wisdom, your humor, your support, your care. Artists, crafters, writers, shop owners, witches, cats, and humorists who leave us in stitches. There's astrologers, psychics, readers, and more, those sharing history, science, and folklore. All the people here who share their life stories, the good times, sorrows, the pain, and their glories. We're grateful to all who've attended our shows and stuck with us as our YouTube channel grows. We're grateful for the follows, likes, and reposts. We have the best followers. We like to boast. We're grateful for close friendships evolving here. You fill us with joy. We consider you dear. As we celebrate all our blessings today, we wish you all a happy Thanksgiving Day.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to all.
And that's what no sleep and lots of extra coffee can do for you.
I shouldn't have drank that late afternoon coffee because then I started writing the poem that would have no ending. Anyway, all right.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Oh, my goodness sakes. Anyway, that's that. Let's get on to the card for the collective, shall we? All right, we have the Seasons of the Witch Oracle, which is by Lorraine Anderson. And also
thank you, Christine.
today...
She says your poem's lovely.
Oh, thank you too, Christine. Appreciate you. You know, I also have another oracle up here. The only other one I have for people who want an oracle reading, the Witching Hour Oracle, which is also by Lorraine Anderson. Okay. Am I going to mess that camera up by shuffling here? Probably not.
Mostly if you bump the other table.
These are only read upright, Mr. O, so I'm going to let you pick a card from the Yule Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. And this is for the collective before we start with the readings. Plus, I have an announcement about a couple of special 3-card readings available tonight if you'd like one. Oh, I like it. It's reindeer medicine.
Nice.
We could use a little Rudolph. No. And that's number 28. And there it is. Well, reindeer are hardy and majestic creatures. Unlike other animals, they are the only ones who keep their antlers all year long, carrying them like crowns on top of their head. They've earned the right to feel like kings, but as the saying goes, heavy is the head that wears the crown. Reindeer makes long migrations every year through the harsh conditions of the tundra. They face challenge after challenge, yet prevail and even make friends along the way. Reindeers are known to be openly cheery and often form relationships with humans despite the challenging conditions on which they live. And by the way, the key words for this card are inner strength, journeys, and fighting for your dreams. Rainbow Medicine asks you, what responsibilities are you willing to endure in the pursuit of your dreams? Goals take work. Even with the cosmic forces behind you, you will still face challenges on your soul's path, no matter how aligned you are with your spirit. Reindeer Medicine has come to you, to your spread, well, to you today, to tell you not to give up. The challenges you're facing now teach you how to be stronger and more resourceful and to find ways to face your fears rather than running from them. Stay the course, for you are on the path towards success. You may not see it now with harsh conditions in your way, but you're so close to what you seek. The message is amplified if you have also pulled candle magic, which of course we have not done. So, this card talks about just persevering and also learning along the way. Let the challenges we face in life teach us rather than be an albatross to us. There's a lot of ways we can look at the struggles we go through, but the more constructive they are, the better. Being back in my day an athlete myself and following sports to a little degree today, athletes, teams, they know when they lose, they have to study, and take the lessons of what went wrong in the last game to hopefully not repeat them in the future. So that's the way to look at it. These things support us rather than drag us down. It's only when we allow ourselves to, think negatively on these things that they drag us down.
And of course, as Santa Claus once said, we won't let him join in any reindeer games. Oh, wait.
I see Sun has entered.
Hi, Sun Empress Aries.
And Kara. Hey, Kara.
Kara.
We're up here, but we have a chair for if you know who comes, Kara. So we'll see. I think he's guarding his food dish right now downstairs.
So this is the surrogate Sunny.
Yeah. Bly is here to take Sunny's place till he comes.
All right, so let's get the show rolling with Lena, who is first.
All right, let me grab reindeer medicine.
And I'm going to use my Crow's Magic Tarot.
Slide that over. Oh, I was going to make an announcement about two special readings that are available today. I'm just going to pull them up on my computer here. I kind of cobbled them together. I gobbled them together. And as a matter of fact, the first reading is called Gobble Gobble, What's on Your Plate Spread. And so there's 3 cards. The first card will tell you about what important matters are on your plate right now that you need to tend to. The second card will be what special sauce is needed to manifest the outcome you desire. And then the final card would be, will you feel satisfied with the results? So that's the Gobble Gobble, What's on Your Plate spread. And the other spread that's available if anybody wants it, just remember the name, Gobble Gobble, or the Thanksgiving, the Gratitude spread. And the Thanksgiving Gratitude spread is card 1, what or who should I be grateful for in my life right now? Card 2 is what do I need to do or eliminate in order to appreciate the blessings in my life? And card 3 are what lessons right now in my life should I be thankful for? All right.
All right. So Lena has asked for a health question for her mother, Leela.
All right.
For the next 5 months, will she recover from her health issues?
Oh, you got a deck? Okay.
I've already shuffled.
Well, my goodness. Okay. So I'm behind then.
And so the first card, well, I was letting you go on about those things.
Sorry.
Is Judgment.
All right.
So I think that maybe something important will be discovered or learned about your mom's condition, and that it will represent...
Oh, it's okay. Is this, what do I need to know? Is this my reading, or is this...
I wasn't doing it that way.
Okay,
we didn't talk about it.
So 3 cards should go out.
My question, please. Health reading for my mom, Leela. Please, for the next 5 months, will she recover from her illness?
We usually throw all 3 cards out. That's why I was surprised. Right? I just forgot.
Yeah, we always do that.
The Page of Coins reversed. And the 2 of Cups reversed. Okay.
Well, why don't you go ahead?
Well, the Judgment card, Lena, indicates that, yes, I have to agree with Mr. O that maybe some critical decisions will have to be made, important ones, in order to get your mom, back to good health again. This is a critical time for her, I think. This is a time where perhaps if she can make, certain changes and modifications, she might be able to renew her strength and energy and return to some healthful state, once more. But I'm not going to say it's going to be easy because I see the other 2 cards there. I'm going to let Mr. O go with that one.
Well, right. I also feel, too, that maybe this could represent a change for the better at some point. It's hard to say when that might come, because we are talking about the question being over the 5 months. So I think that maybe that could be saying ultimately things will move in a better direction. But there may be some, serious questions, serious things happening through that time or before that time. Now, the Page of Coins sort of does say that maybe there is a possibility of maybe you or others feeling really destitute about this, giving up some sense of hope, feeling that maybe there's not finding the real knowledge or cause that needs to happen. That was the 2.
Oh, did you go through the page too?
The page. I mean, that was just the page. I'm sorry.
The Page of Coins reversed. Yeah, some balance needs to be restored. Some harmony. I feel here that, perhaps there have been some setbacks, and that's why you're asking again, Lena. I'm just wondering here because, I do see the Page of Coins reversed, or maybe it's just a matter of, that things are moving really slow. It's kind of what I feel here. And this might be a good time to just remind everybody that if we do a health reading, remember, we are not healthcare practitioners. We highly recommend working with your medical advisors for the care you need. We're just tarot readers, and we're looking at what the messages the cards have. And right now, I think the Page of Coins is saying, that there may be also some difficulties obtaining either, the correct diagnosis or the correct treatment plan. I'm just, thinking.
Is that the 2?
It's that.
Okay.
I think the 2 of Cups might indicate here that I don't know if there's going to be a break or a rift between, your mother and some of the healthcare providers, or maybe if somebody is looking after your mother's care, another family member, if, they're going to want maybe another opinion or to move to getting, somebody else involved in this care as well.
It sounds like maybe your mom or somebody who is, with your mom will feel like they are not trusting what doctors are saying, or they're not feeling like they're totally buying into or accepting the prognosis or the treatment plans or things like that. And so you have to, find the caretakers you can trust that, yes, maybe another opinion is needed, but maybe you just need to hear, the information again from somebody else to corroborate what that is. But it does feel like maybe there is some difficulty accepting that on your mom's part or feeling she can trust that.
Yeah, and so the Lenormand is interesting too to me. We have the Snow Lady, which I would assume here is your mom, and the poinsettias, which is the lilies in this deck. It's the Yule Tide Lenormand. I'm thinking here, Lena, there's two ways I can look at this card. I feel that your mom's age is a factor in her recovery in some way, because the poinsettia is about maturation. And to me, this signifies somebody who is in more of their elder years. I don't know how old your mom is. I'm speculating here, but that, age may be a factor into why, the recovery process is complicated.
It also could play into why maybe she has her trust issues too.
Well, and I was also thinking that it could also be the fact that, this recovery process may take time, and it may not be solved overnight. I mean, she may get better by degrees so long as they have her on the right, on the right treatment plan and it's followed. That's what I see here is there might be incremental improvements that you will see, but, it's going to be a little bit of a slow go.
Yes, I agree pretty much. I like the way the Lenormand kind of shows that. I overall feel that with Judgment there, this is sort of talking about the whole process of the 5 months and that maybe there can be some sense of understanding the outcome or accepting it or feeling it is the best outcome. But it does seem like it's a process of working to that point.
So wishing your mother a return to full health,
Absolutely.
Lena. Blessings to you and your family. Wishing you the best. Good luck with that.
Take care.
And we are on Douglas. Hello, Douglas.
Leo asking Spirit.
What my outlook is in
the
upcoming
coming
weeks?
months.
Okay, how'd that happen?
So I'll take the Lenormand.
Yes, you will. Just gotta get my screen back. Okay. Using my Ciro Marchetti deck for this. The Voice Vision Tarot. Oops. This is one of those decks that...
Kara, I'm sorry about your mom.
I missed that. What's going on?
Oh, her mom didn't want to cook because she has a pretty bad cold, so it ended up being fried rice.
Oh, no. Well,
we've done that too, but mostly on Christmas.
If Mr. O... Yeah, that's right.
Chinese food on Christmas.
Well, if Mr. O could have sent you some lasagna, I'm sure he would have.
I would have. Even though you owe me cake and cookies, I would have sent you that.
So you're looking specifically for career and relationships in that matter? Okay. Thanks, Douglas.
Thank you for that clarification. Alrighty.
Let's see what gets up front and center here. Well, we have the moon reversed. We have, the Ten of Cups reversed. And we have Death reversed. Gee, Douglas, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's see what Mr. O has. He's got some interesting stuff.
The mice in the Lenormand, and also the fireplace, which is the sun, of course.
The mice are the mice.
The mice
Unfortunately.
are the mice.
But the good news is the sun is here because some of these cards, not so much the moon, but the Ten of Cups and Death reversed are not, the best of cards here. I don't know how much you know about tarot, but, depending on that, I would let's start with the moon and take a look at that and say that, I think there's going to be something revealed to you in the upcoming weeks. And I'm having more feeling that this could be related to your relationship matters as opposed to career.
It seems that way.
Now, I don't know if you're involved in a relationship or if there's been a break in a relationship, but it does seem like there are some difficulties here, and I wonder here too. Is this really love relationship oriented? Because sometimes the Ten of Cups is a family oriented card. So, it could be children involved, etc. But I do feel here that there is some disappointment. There are some rifts that could, get really out of hand, if they're not handled properly. And I almost feel it's because of some knowledge that comes to the surface. I would hazard to go two ways on this, that either, as far as it goes in relationship matters, either something is revealed about you or something is revealed to you, which I'm more likely to believe, that could cause some problems, some difficulties. Instead of bringing you together with somebody, it may pull you a little bit further apart. And let me just finish this and you can go through the whole thing. I feel here that with death reversed, it's indicating that somebody in this, maybe what you're going to find out, is somebody is just unwilling to make changes that are necessary.
That's a pretty good spot on there. I feel that Ten of Cups is the highlight here in some respects because it indicates that there's unhappiness in the family. It could be your personal family. It could be your family of choice. It could just be the environment around you. Maybe your family is the neighbors or your co-workers. I mean, it could be a couple of different things. It could be a blending of those things. But there's unhappiness, and I think Banshee's right. Something is revealed, and it may be, in fact, about this idea that somebody has inertia or stagnation issues. Something is crippling somebody from feeling confident to make a decision or to feel like, there's our Sassy. Hi, Sassy.
Come on up, Sass.
She's on your side.
She'll come. Come on. You can come
baby.
up.
There
Yay! You are. Sassy has joined us for the show.
Hey. Aww. So it seems, Douglas, like there is definitely a situation that needs to be discovered, reasoned with, rationalized, whatever. And to further add to that, the sun, the fireplace, is indicating things are being found out, or things will come to light, things will be understood. And I think it's the mice. I think it's saying that really this is more about minor irritations, but you want to get with them because they seem to be causing a certain level of unhappiness.
Well, Douglas, he went right to the Lenormand, which is fine. It's fine. But I did want to cover one more thing because you were asking about, career matters too. And even though this is linking heavily towards relationships, I can see, we got Sunny too, so fur might fly here. But at any rate, I want to kind of apply this to career matters as well. It's possible that something is going to come to light that could cause some, I don't know if you're working now or not, but if you are, it could come to light and cause some serious irritations or disruption between people you work with, you and the people you work with, or you and your bosses and supervisors. And again, it's either you or perhaps the company itself that is unwilling, whoever it is, to make the changes necessary, and it's causing a problem. It's causing a problem. Maybe what is found out here is that change is necessary, but there's disagreements on implementing it, or, who's going to be responsible for what, etc. And there is major, backlash or like standoffishness towards this change. With the Lenormand, the sun is always a positive card. It makes things brighter. It could brighten up this whole reading to a certain extent. So I just want to say, even though the odds seem rather insurmountable here, it's not it's not necessarily so. These things, as Mr. O said, could be very petty, minor things that are getting blown out of proportion. And if everybody can kind of just catch their breath, talk with each other reasonably and responsibly, things can work out for the better. The mice are often about stresses and little annoying things in our lives that are usually only temporary.
Are you suggesting that that's more about possible career things?
I think it could be about either.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I'm gonna just say, yeah, I could see that too.
Well, and it's basically, but the problem, the real sticking point for me in this entire reading here is seeing this death card reversed, you know.
Uh-huh.
If we are unwilling to change, if we dig in our heels, you know, and everybody does that, then nothing gets solved. And so somebody's got to, you know, you got to agree to adapting, to making the changes, to allow growth to occur rather than stagnation or, you know, a complete breakup of some sort.
All right.
Or breakdown. So that's what we have for you. I hope that made some sense for you, Douglas. Thanks for stopping in.
And Kara, Sonny was here. He was out of view of the camera. He was right down
Yep.
here in front of me, and he looked like he wanted to jump up by Sassy, but there was no room. And then he just sort of hemmed and hawed and has apparently drifted away.
All right, so Silly Billy is up.
Hi, Silly Billy. I know you've been here before.
Yep.
Oh, you did see the tail. Okay.
The medical checkup for my defense application on Thursday. Ah,
So you're a health fanatic.
awesome.
Just kidding. That's an old song. I'm going to use the Tarot of the Princesses.
You're very welcome, Douglas.
Thank you, Douglas. Thanks for coming back, too. I know you've been here before.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody's hitting the like button, either coming in or elsewise.
We're happy to do this show today on Thanksgiving. We've done it every year. I don't think we've missed a single
Right, because
Thanksgiving.
for some reason we
so.
decided to pick Thursday night
Yeah.
as our regular show, so you're stuck with us.
We rarely go out anywhere other maybe to our sons on Thanksgiving, or we invite people by during the day, but we rarely go anywhere on Thanksgiving anyway, so grateful. Up, I got that.
Yeah, we got that. No, thank you so much. And we are grateful for all of our fans here and all the people that come for reading. Appreciate you all a lot. You know, we couldn't do it without you. Oh, Sonny's back. Hi, Sonny. What you gonna do?
Yep, Sassy stole the spot. He had a chance, but you know what? He gets so greedy because they only get fed at a certain time and the dishes are only down there for so long. So he's got to make sure he keeps going back and forth to eat. So he missed his spot here because Sassy took it.
So should I do that as a yes or no?
Yeah, and you know, that's a good question. Why don't we?
Okay. So we are asking...
Let's see what we get. And if we
if you'll
need some...
pass the medical checkup for your defense application.
If we need some corroboration, we'll
Right, we can do something else.
That's Ace of Cups. Nice. Oh. I like it. Well, interesting. It's leaning towards no, but I don't...
That's not a complete no, though.
I'm not really sure it's a no. Let's put the cards out there and show. So the Ace of Cups came up first thing, pretty much. And then we have, what is that?
That's the King of Coins. And then the reversed Five of Cups.
See, 5 reversals aren't always bad. Let me throw
Right.
let me throw out the Lenormand so you can see why I'm saying what I'm saying. We have the Fox here. And we have the Wreath.
So we do have a little more insight for you, Silly Billy.
So I think this is still, up in the air, Billy. I think that, you probably have been applying yourself a lot already, putting your ducks in a row, studying, dedicating the time you need to pull this off, not just assuming, that everything's going to go your way. The King of Coins here kind of reflects that, that you should have everything under control. You should try to be as organized as possible and as studious as possible. The King is here to say, just try to go in with the attitude that you will have this. You've got this.
Yes, I think that's really about maybe double checking to make sure that you are as prepared as you can possibly be.
The 5 of coins indicates here, or I'm sorry, cups indicates here that when it's reversed, that there's opportunities here. There's new opportunities that will spring from what happens on, Thursday, which to me kind of indicates that you will succeed. It may not be easy though. And it's really kind of dubious. And I think really what it comes down to is this: the commitment you have given to the work involved in preparing for this. And you still have time, so pound those books, just keep at it, study, make sure, you think you're prepared enough. And you probably will succeed. It could be, like I said, a little bit more challenging than maybe you had thought.
It is going to be more challenging than what you thought, Billy. And I agree with Banshee's summation with most of these things. I like the idea of those Lenormand cards, being committed to the idea as business, as like taking care of business, which is another way of looking at the Fox. But I'm going to go different with that reversed 5 of Cups, because I am thinking that what this says is that if you don't make it, there will either be an opportunity to try it again. I think it's a returning back kind of situation. I think that there may be some period where they may allow you to retake that again, or that this will indicate that you will be more successful when you revisit this situation if it doesn't work out the first time. We hope it does, of course, for you, Billy, but if it doesn't, I just get this feeling like maybe there'll be another chance or opportunity for you. I sure hope so. And Elisa, thank you for coming to the show. Yeah, Thursday night, we're here.
That's right. And what was I going to say? So all is not lost. I really do feel in this case, just hang in there and don't sweat it. And, as for your marathon and the good it's doing you, I would say this, just as an off thing by looking at some of the cards we drew, the King of Coins here indicates this will make you more secure health-wise and otherwise. Absolutely, you could be at the peak of your health, by doing this type of thing, and prepare all the preparation too. Oh no, that goes into a marathon. Sonny is on the table where he could mess up our camera. So
this could get really interesting.
Yeah. Some things we didn't plan on here.
He's chilling. Well,
and
we'll see.
And with the 5, I'm also saying here, look for new opportunities, silly. Look for new opportunities for you to either not necessarily run marathons, but to increase your healthful activities, in other ways. Hey, de-stressing kind of stuffs when you're preparing for exams, like yoga, or breath work, etc. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
I am monitoring the situation.
My God. If he knocks that camera over.
Nothing horrible will happen that can't be fixed.
Well, I know it can't. Well, unless he breaks something.
He's sort of where the camera is. So
he's where the big camera is.
He's behind the camera. So he's looking at us, looking at, don't do it. He did jar the camera.
He did
slightly.
jar it, but we're still in the picture. So He's gone.
All right, so thank you, Billy. I hope that was helpful. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight.
Listen, I wish you luck. I think you can still do this. Just don't take anything for granted and make sure you're ready. All right?
All right. All right, so now we are on Christine. Christine Hallowell, thank you. Hello.
Hey.
What do I need to know from Spirit? Thanks in advance. Oh, the Happy Thanksgiving. She wants to do the Thanksgiving gratitude one.
The
Right?
gratitude one or the
so.
gobble gobble
No,
one?
I don't think it's the gobble gobble one.
Okay. Wait a minute. She's just saying Happy Thanksgiving.
I saw it earlier, so I know I'm right. My question, what do I need to know from Spirit? Thanks in advance.
I think she wants that. So that should be my reading anyway, the other one.
I could have sworn she said the gratitude one.
I think Angel Rivera did.
That was Angel, you're right. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I know I have to apologize quickly or else earn your wrath. I don't need you, Violet, chipping in for the peanut gallery, too. I corrected myself. We're good. I know.
That's okay with me, Violet. Keep him on track.
I'm grateful for the grading.
All right.
Well, I didn't even bring you into the equation. I was only talking about what I thought I saw or read. So I didn't even bring you into the equation, Violet.
Well,
it's not yours, Athenia. I'm too busy bickering.
Says he is so adorable here.
Not my monkey, not my circus. I like that, Kara.
And unlike Mr. You-Know-Who, she's so well behaved just laying here.
Yeah, that's my girly girl. My girly girl. Let's get a bigger shot here.
Our little baby. Okay, our big baby.
And I need the Lenormand.
I'm not giving it to you because you are mean.
Then you can do it.
I can do it all. It's the Banshee
actually, you can't
Thanksgiving
do it all.
show.
You
That's
can't
true.
do it all. Can you swallow a pill?
Oh.
Little things hurt a lot.
Man, oh man. All right. Okay, so what do you need to know from Spirit, right? That was the question?
Yes.
So, darn thing. There we go. All right. It's the High Priestess upright. Good question. What do you need to know from Spirit?
You must know the question.
You must already know deep down, Christine. I think what this is saying, Christine, is Spirit is saying, this is what you need to know is you need to let your intuition guide you in some matter. It might become clear soon what that matter is. But you need to trust your intuition. There may be some doubts here. There may be some, confusion. But always, always go with what your gut is trying to tell you. Don't throw logic out of the window, of course. But I think that look for subtle signs, cues, and messages, that will lead you in the right direction.
Right. It could even be dreams. Spirit says you can be especially intuitive at this time, or that you really just need to focus on being intuitive because it is your natural ability, Christine. You can just go there. So, maybe tonight, as you fall off to sleep, visions might enter. That's happened for both of us lately. We start to see things as we drift off to sleep. Sometimes they take on more meaning. But whatever it is, know that Spirit does want you to be able to look in deep, and you will find some of these answers.
Well, and so why is this important? It's the Three of Wands reversed. I think this is important because, whatever you're supposed to be intuiting may have something to do with your future plans or goals or direction. It could be career oriented, like job oriented too. Maybe, you have to, trust your intuition on. I know you're looking for a job right now. I seem to remember that. So maybe you have to rely on your intuition to guide you through kind of a period where things seem rather uncertain. Your direction is uncertain.
I wonder if your intuition will tell you that maybe there is an opportunity that maybe either you passed on or that you didn't really think was a good enough opportunity, but maybe Spirit wants you to analyze that a little bit more, because maybe if it isn't that opportunity, maybe there's something connected to it.
This is going to get real interesting.
Uh-oh.
So where are things headed? It's the Seven of Cups reversed.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm beginning to see a bigger picture here.
Yeah.
Where this is all leading to is a decision you have to make. The good news is you have options here. There are choices that are going to be before you, and you're going to have to make the right decision on what's in your best interest. And I do have a feeling in some way, looking ahead at Mr. O's cards, that this could be career-oriented, Christine.
Well, I hope you have a better clue than me, because I sort of have too many ideas here. Like one, okay, there's the tower, the clock tower, and
which
of course,
is a business, or
that could be a business, right?
Could be employment.
Exactly. And then the acorns, which is clover.
Yeah.
Luck. And I almost feel like this is saying, go to the casino. Okay,
it means
maybe.
that some lucky opportunity may come about, with a business or some type of institution. I mean, I'm not going to rule out it's a financial institution. I don't know that I would say casino. But, there is luck or a synchronicity or timing thing here. And, your intuition might be nudging you at some point about either, for example, as you're looking for jobs to apply for or whatever, you might get some nudges. You might get some nudges from your intuition as to what you should be seeking. And I feel here, because there's some fake synchronicity tied into work or employment right now, and it is lucky. It's almost as if you've been having some difficulty acquiring work, that maybe things are about to change for the better.
So maybe this is saying a best practice is using your intuition to spot the lucky trends, or to spot the lucky synergy that may be
the
around
right choices,
your opportunities,
the right choices and opportunities to bring you a successful outcome. So that's what we see for you. I
hope that's true, Christine.
That.
It sounds nice. I hope it's true. The cards seem to support it in a way, so you never know.
My screen didn't move up. Yeah, so I think I hope it's true, because maybe your intuition's trying to tell you something. Awesome. Well, I'm glad we could corroborate that for you anyway.
You'll have to let us know.
All right. Okay, that's what we've got for you. Happy Thanksgiving. And let's move on to Athenia. Hi, Athenia.
Okay. I'm going to use my
Now, what's the
Fortune's
question
Wheel
on
Tarot.
that one? Oh, I see it. Should I reach out to G, my Cancer? No
You're
communication.
welcome, Christine.
Okay.
Don't know, but we'll be happy to tackle that one too if it requires you to move or not. Should I reach out to G, my Cancer?
That sounds like a yes/no too, in a way. Do you want to do it that way, or what do you want to do?
That?
I said it sounds like it could be a yes/no.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Or do you want to look at the 3 cards? I don't know. We might need some clarification, but let's try
let's try the 3 cards first, and then a yes or no if we need.
Okay. I just went the opposite, but I'm good. I go with the flow today. A DM or an email to our Gmail TFTs? We'll have to check.
Yeah, we'll check. I didn't see it in our regular Gmail. If you just sent it, we'll check again.
Yeah, it might be there. We're a little bit behind. This is kind of a crazy week because we got an event. And by the way, this is a good time to remind everybody, We will not be at happy hour this week.
That is right.
We are going on Small Business Saturday to the other side of the state to Arts and Crafts Metaphysical Shop so we can read, be a reader there for the day. So.
I'm going to check my Gmail real quick. And I don't see it there, but maybe I have to check a little more. If you sent it more than a day ago, you might want to try again because maybe it ended up junking for some reason.
Well, I can check spam later and stuff.
Yeah. No problems. All right. So, Athenia asking about, should you reach out to the Cancer friend? And my first card is the Two of Wands upright. We're just doing this regular 3 cards, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So then the next card is the reversed 6 of Cups. And then another 6, the 6 of Wands. So you're wondering about whether you should reach out to G.
That's a very interesting reading. Shall I?
Hi, Victoria. Trick or treat indeed.
Victoria, hello.
Victoria.
You silly girl. All right, I wanted to throw the Lenormand out too, which is the Crossroads, which I find to be very interesting.
You're an hour off, I think.
Do you have both screens up? I'm throwing out a card here, the Crossroads in the Lenormand. And the acorns have reappeared again, which is always nice to get the clover in a reading. There's 2 decks that really, or 2 cards in the Lenormand that really make things better. And that is the acorns, or I should say the clover and the sun. All right. So, the Two of Wands. This is a dilemma, and you're concerned about what the best strategy should be. It is a strategy. It may be a workable strategy for you to at least try to get in touch and see where it leads. See if you can mend some of the possible, hurt feelings or disappointments this person G may be experiencing, or whatever's going on in G's life. If it's not related to you and your relationship, it may be something else that's pulling them away right now. And with the other 6 here, the 6 of Wands indicates that maybe this is a time, maybe they want you to pay attention to them. Maybe they want you to make that first step.
That's a really good point here, but it sort of seems like what the situation is that maybe in your head you feel you want to reach out, but another part of you says maybe you would rather them reach out, and so you're sort of at a mini sort of just holding pattern. You have plans, but you might be waiting to see if they will respond first. And so carrying it all the way through the 6 of Wands, some of this seems to be about maybe the feeling that you want to be recognized more so than recognizing him. It sort of seems like there's, not in a big way, but maybe a little battle of wills, who is going to reach out to who first, who is going to notice the other first, or say, I've really been thinking about you first. So that could be a way of doing this, but maybe not. It may be something you have to reconsider.
Agreed. I think here, I've covered pretty much these cards really with what I want to say. I think here, there is luck. I think there is luck by choosing a path one way or another here. So I think this is, on you to decide what it is you want to do. Maybe you might determine, in the long haul here, it's just best to let it go. Whatever it is, it's clear you are at a crossroads, but there is luck for you in making a decision. Now, does that mean that everything is going to turn out okay? Not necessarily, but knowledge is power. Why sit here and wonder about what they're going to do and let this go on much longer, especially if somebody's allowing their hurt feelings to fester. And maybe something could be done to try to bring you both together, again, more constructively.
Well, I agree with what you just said about, the luck and the North Pole, the crossroads. And I feel that maybe that sort of says that the Six of Wands is the ultimate conclusion, that you will do what you think makes you stand out. And so the thing is that maybe, if you're clever enough, you'll figure out a way to make him reach out to you.
You know what? I kind of feel here, too, this is the funny thing about it. This is Athenia, right? No, Sherry. Athenia?
Athenia.
I almost feel here with the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a card of victory, too. And I can't help but think it's saying that, whatever you decide here, I think you come out winning. Because, if you call and they spurn your advances or whatever, you've won because you know now what you are facing or where you should go from here. And if they come back to you and that's what you truly desire, or they open up dialogue and communication again, you win again. So what is it? Luck is on your side right now. And I think whichever way this goes, you need to make that decision and decide to do it or not. I can only tell you that. Do you want to tell her which way to go, or?
No, I tend to agree with you. I think, you can't lose depending on, circumstances seem to show that you're going to be more or less in a favorable position. It may not be the exact position you want.
Right. And, sometimes we can't always get what we want, but we get what we need, as the song goes.
You'll have to rewind back because we're going to keep moving. So you'll have to try to rewind back.
Yeah. But I will say this, that the reason we have come to this conclusion of saying it's up to you to make that choice, but you'll be lucky either way, is because there's Two of Wands upright and this Crossroads card. It's making it really hard for me to pinpoint the right way, except according to the Six of Wands, either way might be good for you. Well, rewind back and see what we had to say. That's all I could say, Athenia. Good luck.
I think you'll like it.
Situation.
I think it'll resolve what your questions are.
And we are on Sherry. Hi, Sherry.
Sherry wants the gobble gobble.
Oh, my goodness, good. All right, for other people who arrived late, we have 2 special readings you can ask for today. One is called the Gobble Gobble What's on Your Plate spread. I'm going to do it for Sherry right now. And the other one is a Thanksgiving what should I be grateful for, or something like that. I forget the exact name. Spread. I just created these today. I love to create tarot spreads, so they're 3 cards, just like our normal readings.
I hope you like it, Athenia, and you're welcome.
And as soon as I'm done shuffling, I'm going to pull up that reading so I can see it.
My bright-eyed sassy. Hey, girl.
Okay. Let me pull up the spread, which is right back here. That's the Thanksgiving, the gratitude spread. This one is the Gobble Gobble What's on Your Plate spread. So card 1 is what important matters are on your plate right now that you need to tend to. Oh, well, what's this? It's the Six of Wands.
Again.
Yeah, and it's upright. Different deck. Well, a couple of things I think you need to tend to. It could go either way here. I'm debating, so whatever resonates. I think here one of them is that you need to find a way to get recognized for, or you need to accept the fact that others look up to you, let's put it that way, and rely on you for support, and they really are, you may not always feel like you're being appreciated, but I think that you are. On the other hand, I could also look at this as just saying, well, maybe what's on your plate right now is the fact that you feel under, even though this is upright, I'm sensing you might feel a lack of appreciation and you're trying to figure out how to stand out more to achieve success. And by that, I mean, for example, if you're looking for a job, how do you stand out and rise above all the other applicants? If you're looking for a relationship or you're trying to catch the eye of someone who has someone else in mind, how do you make yourself stand out so that they notice and pay more attention to you?
Right. It is about standing out. It is about, understanding your own need to be validated in some way, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's, you're going for a promotion at work or you're just volunteering to take on extra tasks anywhere in your life. It's about a need to validate yourself and to look responsible, representable to others.
So, what special sauce is needed to manifest the outcome you desire? Oh, again, interesting. All right, it's a little bit of a challenge here. So it's a 7 of Wands reversed. And it's interesting to me that this follows this card because it is indicating the special sauce needed, again, is finding that special something that you need to to hold your ground above others. I sense there's some competition here. Like there's people competing either for jobs or relationships or products. If you sell products, for example, it's possible here you got to find a way to stand above those competitors. If you're an athlete, for an example, you've got to find that thing that makes you rise above your competition.
Okay, so the special sauce, it may be that prior to this or in general, you don't always feel you can rise to the occasion. Maybe you defer to others or to, a lack of confidence. So the special sense is looking yourself in the mirror and saying, why can't I do this? Why can't I believe in myself or trust in myself? And so that is not a special sauce that you can just pour out of the bottle. You might have to figure out what the ingredients are and make it. But that's what you need to do, is you need to figure out what makes you stand up for yourself. What makes you feel like you do have a voice to project your will.
And I think the special sauce is on you.
Yeah.
It's basically you sometimes have to stand up more for yourself and what it is you want, and to make it clear to others, this is my goal, this is my purpose. Another thing about this could be about boundaries, setting boundaries for yourself. In other words, you want people to notice and recognize you. You have to set some boundaries up as to what you will accept from others and what you won't. Don't sell yourself short because you want people to pay attention to you or notice you. Make sure that, you're getting out of it what you truly deserve. So, will you feel satisfied with the results? It's interesting here. We have the Hierophant card.
I'd say that's more or less leans towards yes.
It does.
It feels like it's satisfactory, it's conventional, it falls into the realm of what you feel will also be acceptable to others. And I think that's a key point here, is that maybe this is also about really seeking validation, approval from others around you, even if they're not necessarily stakeholders or necessarily very interested in that outcome.
Yeah, there's a lot of spiritual overtones to this card, so I feel here, deep in your soul, you have to believe, you have the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience, or the charisma to achieve what you desire. I feel here, too, that you will feel satisfied because maybe, there is somebody that is an ally on your side here too. I almost feel like there is somebody who can either assist you in some way. And also, I don't think you have to do a lot out of the ordinary here. In other words, you don't have to be unconventional. You don't have to think outside the box. Just be you, and do things the way you normally do them. But have more confidence in yourself and stand up for yourself and what you do, and you should be okay. Oh, I didn't give you the Lenormand.
I was going to tell you to do them.
Okay, I'll do them. Sorry about that. We're going to throw some Lenormand for you. And let's see if we can see where this might be.
Oh, I see Libra Custos here. Or
she
was she always
earlier,
here?
Yeah.
Got it.
Before Alicia, I think.
I just can't keep up the list. Thank goodness. I'm thankful for Violet.
What about me?
Well, Violet's first response.
Okay, we have the whip here.
Whip it
good, as Mr. O would like. Oh, and we have the polar bear. I think this is interesting. It's the bear in the Lenormand. That's the whipper broom in the Lenormand. And I almost feel here, you know what? You have to just sometimes be a little bit more aggressive in your approach. Sometimes, it's good to kind of, how should I say, take the more non-aggressive or go with the flow kind of approach. All of this to me indicates you need to stand up for yourself more and show your personal power. Show that you believe in yourself, you're confident in yourself. Other people will pick that up from you and run with it. Show that you love yourself and you trust yourself, and and be aggressive in your approach to going after what it is you want to achieve here.
In this sense, the bear in the Lenormand can remind me a little bit of the upright lion in tarot. The idea that it's not about necessarily being aggressive, it's okay, but it's really about just understanding and feeling your power and basically relying on your power at the end of the day. That if things don't work out exactly, you're not going to overreact at that point and try to become more aggressive just because it didn't move that way. But you may review what you're doing and strike fast to correct.
The polar bear can also be about, it also has a mothering aspect to it, but it also has a feeling of stability and security in financial matters, but also just achieving stability and a sense of security in your life, and that you have the power and the ability to do that. So we wish you luck, and thanks for trying my new reading.
All right. And Angel's going to try the other one.
Is he up now?
Yes.
Oh, that he wants the gratitude one. Awesome.
Right. I'm going to use my Santa Muerte Tarot for this question. I haven't used it yet this evening.
Wait a minute. That goes somewhere else. Right there.
You're
Okay.
welcome, Sherry.
All right. You're welcome, Sherry. I hope you enjoyed that. And let's move on to gratitude. Okay, my Thanksgiving, the gratitude spread is about what or who should I be grateful for in my life right now? What do I need to do or eliminate in order to appreciate the blessings in my life? And what lessons right now in my life should I be thankful for?
Okay, so we'll card one again.
What or who should I be grateful for in my life right now?
Don't know how you're going to feel about this, but it's Santa Muerte herself. It's death.
Change.
And that's change, and that's fundamental, sweeping, strong change. So change is coming to you, or change is, in fact, a constant of your life. Perpetual change is here to stay, as they say.
Well, I think you should be, as a librarian, let's face it, Angel. Speaking to fellow librarian here, we're all about change, and we recognize change has its ups and downs, but change is necessary for growth. And if we don't try new things, we never grow. And so I feel here you should be grateful for the opportunities that provide you, with the experience of change in your life. Life should never be stagnant. Life should always be fluid and growing, and it seems like that is the case in your life right now, and you should be grateful for that. You should be grateful because these changes are all positive and, indicating growth.
Card 2.
What do I need to do or eliminate in order to appreciate the blessings in my life?
The reversed Hanged Man.
Oh.
I know, this one always is a little tricky depending on the question.
Okay, so what do I need to do or eliminate?
Maybe nothing.
Well, I would say you need to eliminate and detach yourself from the needs of ego. Don't let ego interfere with your ability to, make necessary sacrifices or changes, or to be more open-minded, towards things in your life right now.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Could you say it again, briefly?
The question or my...
What you did.
Oh, I just said that, don't let your ego interfere with your ability to make sacrifices or to eliminate the things in your life that you need to in order to, to be grateful or to be thankful.
Well, this could be saying...
to achieve the blessings in your life. I'm not done. I said something...
You were when you looked at me a moment ago.
No, I said something... well, yeah, but you wanted to hear what I wasn't done. Okay, you think I know what I said, so go ahead.
Well, no, I just know what I'm going to say.
I was also going to say, I said about the fact that, Angel, can, be more open-minded if he doesn't allow ego to interfere. That part.
And I sort of feel like maybe that card is saying is that the idea of change is fundamentally really going to be tricky here, because there may be things that you should change, there may be things that you shouldn't change, and that this really may call for a deeper wisdom within yourself to relate to all of that.
I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I'm going to read these cards, because this is a little bit of a different style reading, and I almost feel like each card is its own entity, that they may not go together, but they might.
Read the question again so I can possibly reinterpret.
Well, the one was about what should you be grateful for in your life right now. This one is, what do I need to do or eliminate in order to appreciate the blessings in my life?
And again, it could just be about saying know when to change or know when not to change, or know what you should be giving up or what you shouldn't be giving up. That maybe there are ideas here that are fate intended, that this is also a challenge in a way too for some deeper stuff going on.
I would also like to add one thing on this. I think that this could also be saying, hey, it's time to, not live in your head so much, but take those, take all those thoughts you've been thinking, come off that tree and, and now, use them, towards, manifesting even more blessings in your life. All right. Oh. It's your cards.
I know, but I need the question.
What lesson right now in my life should I be thankful for? The lesson.
The Chariot reverse.
Ah, my gosh!
Is the lesson that sometimes you just have to wait until opportunity arrives, or when that actual thrust of energy is with you, that like sometimes you don't want to force yourself to do things when you're really not ready to masterfully control the outcome.
Well, now I'm beginning to see a correlation with the cards of sorts. I may go there. But I would just say this. What you should be thankful for in your life is sometimes those quiet periods we get where things aren't moving. You need to, but the thing is, the lesson you need, because that is a time where you can examine what's going wrong with a project or goal, or what's going wrong with something in your life, you need to be thankful for those moments when things do stall and don't move forward, because you can learn valuable lessons from that.
The lesson could also be, too, that some forces or situations cannot easily be brought to work with other ones, and that sometimes some things have to go it alone. Maybe sometimes you might have to go it alone rather than being able to marshal some of your other resources with you.
See, what's funny about this, Angel? It's like, there is like a pattern here
In a
way, because we have this impetus for change here, to be grateful for change in your life. We have this coming down from the tree, which is also a form of movement now, as opposed to stagnation. And then with that final card, though, there is stagnation. And I think it wants to remind us that even though change is a constant, and we should be grateful for all the changes and growth happening in our lives, that those stagnant moments where things are not moving forward, instead of allowing them to frustrate us, we should learn the lessons that they are there to teach us.
All right. So what does the Lenormand tell us?
Pound the books, Angel. You got the book, and you've got the wreath.
The ring.
Which is the ring. So, there's a commitment here towards learning. There's a commitment here, obviously, towards your job, which makes me believe that a lot of this stuff and the gratitude really does stem from what you do, and your work environment. But also, I would say this, that, be grateful for, your commitment to learning from all of your experiences, whether they are positive ones to feel gratitude for, or whether they are ones where you learn lessons from.
Well, when I consider that the final card sort of says like you're gonna have to learn to restrain yourself in certain ways, that seems to be more about physical action. Maybe this is saying really now is the time for you to do more thought-based action on what these goals or situations are, that really trying to push a result in a certain way with maybe more physical action or deliberate action of some sort is just not your winning hand.
Okay.
Hi, Shirley. Hi, Fire Spawn.
That was really weird.
What was?
Well, it might be just the way I looked up, but I could have sworn I saw a shadow across the doorway.
Our shadow or a shadow?
A shadow. Oh. And it went boom, just that way.
We're going to end the show now.
No.
We got to go look for garlic and black salt and stuff.
That was kind of weird, but it was so fleeting. At any rate, Angel, this is what we have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Now we're talking. I don't know.
Was that you?
It's kind of dark out there and we have these lights in here, but honestly, it was pretty...
Was it wearing a hat?
Palpable. I mean, visible.
Was it wearing a hat?
It looked like it could have had some type of cloak on because of the way the shape was. I can't say for certain if there was a hat.
I got plenty of spinach lasagna.
Oh, man.
I'm supposed to give some to a couple waitresses at a restaurant we go to because we told her we were doing it and they're like, oh, my God.
Okay, for everybody who has come in late, that was the Thanksgiving gratitude spread. We also just did the other one, the Gobble Gobble spread. If anybody wants those or wants to ask about them when it's their turn, feel free. But otherwise, we'll take any question you have.
Cloaks are often reported.
It definitely looked like a dark silhouette, and if I had to say so, it had a male countenance about it, a masculine image about it. I'm not
Victor
really sure.
or Victoria?
Anyway. It was kind of wider, kind of a wider, broader figure. And I wouldn't say it was super tall. I could say it maybe was 6 feet, but it could have been under that. Anyway.
All right.
Usually the things we see here just pass through, so that's what I'm hoping. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, Angel. Oh, you said it was very good. Great. Okay. All right, we're on, I think it is Mary B, right? And I'm going to give you the Lenormand, correct?
Oh, thank you.
And I'm going to pull a deck. If I can. This is not a good setup for my decks.
Well, Sonny wasn't here, which is why I guess you had a brief visit. He's somewhere else in the house.
Well, it was definitely not a cat, because that was too big a...
No, she said she was visiting Sonny.
Oh, okay. I see.
Kara says it was you visiting Sonny. No, you weren't visiting Sonny. You were trying to get him to come back here and take over the
For
spot.
Sassy. Oh, my little girl. Yes, she is. All right.
So
who are we on?
Mary. And
Hi,
I don't
Mary.
know if we heard from Mary. Yeah.
Is Mary here? Do we have a question?
Only Violet would know.
Okay, I couldn't reach Mary and I was trying.
Yes, I saw you trying to. So we'll give Mary a moment. I'm going to briefly mention that, of course, my fabulous show, The Outlook on Emotional Exchanges, is on tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. So I want you to check it out. I asked 3 questions. What is coming to you? Why it is important? And where is it leading to? It's all about romance and relationships. So check that out Fridays at 7 o'clock or whenever you go there.
And we will not be doing happy hour this week again
No
because
happy
we
hour.
will be at a venue reading cards
Psychic
publicly.
Wellness Fair over in Hartford, Michigan.
Yep. Thanks, Violet.
Alrighty.
And Kara.
Thank you, Kara. Your contributions are notable.
All right, we're going to move on to Sun Empress Aries.
Hi, Sun Empress. And Sun Empress did leave their question. I don't know if Violet's going to throw that at us.
Yep, she has it. What do I need to know about my love life right now? Okay. I'm using the Ghosts and Spirit Tarot.
Hi, baby. Hello. You look a little tired to me. What is it?
Oh, Victoria, we didn't even have our pumpkin pie yet. Sigh.
Yeah, so if you come by again, it won't be leftovers. It's fresh. You can have the first piece.
We're going to, yeah.
You can even put whipped cream on it.
Whipped cream, and we have some dulce de leche ice cream, and we have whipped cream and pumpkin pie. Okay, never mind. Oh, caramel
Ectoplasm.
drizzle.
I know, it's kind of disgusting, Victoria, but let's just say,
Well, all right. You know, I know this is going to not surprise you, Sun, with us. Got another reversal here. It's the Magician reversed. But we'll talk about this. You want to know what's going on in your love life, and we will talk. And it's the Nine of Cups reversed. I really think in this case, it's about you right now in your love life. And hey, it's the King of Cups upright. Something happened in there. But I will say that I feel like right now, Sun, you've been feeling unable to manifest what it is you truly desire in love right now. You know, it's really clear you're having trouble, pulling it to, not necessarily pulling it together, but getting the right ingredients. In other words, the right people, the right mix of people to date, to that you're interested in, maybe, etc. I mean, maybe on some levels they're great, they're hot, or they look good, but personality wise there's something wrong. You don't click. They're not right for you. There's just something wrong here with the chemistry.
It's hard to totally define the magician reverse sometimes, because sometimes it just says that the powers we do have, we're just not reaching the results we want, because maybe there somehow is a misuse, that maybe it's how you form your intentions, or how your intentions actually work towards manifestation, that is the problem. And so you have to maybe find a way to totally examine it down at that root level.
I like that because of the next card too, because see, these two really go hand in hand here. You have the Nine of Cups reversed, which is about obtaining your wish, and it's reversed, of course. So again, I have this feeling that you're dwelling on what's wrong, in your love life, and that I can't ever have success. And, I know you've asked these questions before of, why am I attracting the wrong people, or people who ghost me, and, stuff like that. So now it's time to flip the narrative a little bit here, is maybe what these cards are trying to say. Because, we manifest what we think, right? And so if we keep thinking thoughts of, well, I'm attracting the wrong people, guess what? Guess what happens? You're going to keep attracting the wrong people. So I think here, you have to just go out there with a better attitude. And believe me, I'm not blaming you here. I'm just saying that in order to manifest, it's a law of attraction. We have to attract what we truly want. Not what we're getting, but what we truly want and desire. And guess what? He's out there. He is out there. Somebody loving, somebody nurturing, somebody supportive, somebody who has, yours and other people's best interests at heart, somebody who listens and is a caring individual. Could be a water sign.
It's like Prince Charming in a way. And I can't disagree with all of these things here. I sort of said what I said about the magician. With the Nine of Cups, once again, it's the idea, I think, that somehow your abilities or powers in this regard of being attractive or whatever are just not going in the right direction for some reason. And it may, like I said, be a deeper dive into yourself to see that maybe there's a perception of you that you have of yourself that doesn't align with the perception others are receiving from you. But the perception you want to have of yourself, or you want others to have of you, is also a bit of that King of Cups too, that it's okay for you to be those qualities, because that is a magnetic, persuasive, romantic, loving personality.
So is this card first?
Yes. And so we get the moon. The midnight
Yeah, you
moon.
have the moon card here, and you also have the sleigh whip. Sounds like kinky socks. Oh, I'm just kidding.
In a
Sun
sleigh
Empress.
under the moon.
Oh dear. Well, let's just say this. Start acting faster. Well, actually, no, I'm going to take that back. I think, maybe this person is going to pop up into your life. I hope it's this person and not another person, that you may not respect. But it looks like somebody might be coming into your life romantically and soon. It might be a little bit aggressive, though. So like I said, it's always good to move on a relationship, but make sure you take it slow enough that you really get to know the person first. This might come on really strong and fast. And so I just caution you about that, but it all looks, looks like it could be pretty exciting.
Right. A lot of this could just have been, the cycle that you were going. The moon itself refers to cycles, and it may be that the cycle is going to change, and maybe quickly. Is this because of something you're doing? Is this because of a new attitude you're adopting of looking at things people are saying to you? Or is it about maybe a change of circumstances that you do end up moving somewhere else where maybe everything kind of shifts a little bit? The perspective shift because you've kind of reinvented yourself. So to some degree, there's that sense here that maybe you need to reinvent yourself in terms of being romantically viable and accessible for your prospects. What's up?
I don't know. So that's what we have for you right now. I wish you luck with that, son. It was not all bad this time, And so, like I said, it actually looks like some opportunity might be coming. I can't say for certain when, but I would say, between now and the end of next month, I think this could be moving even faster. Might be sooner than later.
Good luck.
Good luck with that. All right. So we are on Kara, am I right?
Kara.
Hey, Kara, what you got for us? Grab those.
The Gobble Gobble reading.
Yay! All right. We'll get your cards and...
So, Kara, was the fried rice from a Chinese restaurant? Or was it something you guys had at home that you made or heated up? Just curious.
Okay. Gobble Gobble reading. Let me get to it.
I like fried rice. I especially like chicken fried rice.
Wait, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put this up. Okay. Gobble Gobble. What's on your plate spread? I may post these later on Twitter and social media to pass around to people, these two readings.
Yes, we get one. I don't remember if it's Innovation. It's actually okay. It's pretty good.
That one's pretty good. I think we've also had, is it P.F. Chang's had a fried rice?
P.F. Chang's is
I
probably
think?
good.
Yeah. All right. All right, so what's on your plate?
Yes, I think that's the one.
What important matters are on your plate that you need to tend to right now? Oh, it's the Three of Cups reversed. Some disharmony, whether it's in the family or with friends, needs to be addressed. Some lack of connection with, between people. Something is awry and, it needs to be addressed.
Absolutely. It feels almost as if something that you really were expecting, a good event or a good happening, or some sort of, synergy between you and others, just seems to be falling apart or doesn't feel like it's bringing you any happiness anymore.
Yeah, and...
it's something for you to consider working with.
So let's move on. We might recap this. So what special sauce is needed to manifest the outcome you desire? Oh, self-care.
Self-care.
If this has been affecting you personally in particular, it's time to take care of you. Don't and I would say this too, maybe now that I'm looking at what's on your plate, perhaps it's other people around you that are going through a drama right now and pulling you into it. And if that's the case, it's time to really take care of you and say, no more dramas for a while. I need some rest. I need some self-care. I need more nurturing. And this could also say that, maybe this is just saying you need to move away from people who are bringing drama into your life right now.
I like that, Banshee.
Yeah.
The idea, I guess, that what's on your plate is a sense of disharmony, and that what is to?
Pardon? Oh, it's what special sauce is needed to manifest the outcome.
And it really is about you taking care of yourself, withdrawing there, like springing for the extra special fried rice.
Oh my gosh. But also the Empress too is about, I'm thinking here what special sauce is needed. There's another possibility here. The Empress reversed can be about stagnation. And so I'm wondering here if the special sauce needed in this situation is to not let this thing fester, is to just say either I want no part of this and let them know, or to say we have to resolve this. This is not going to go on because I'm not going to be putting up with this. So, that could be what's indicated here as well, is stagnation needs to be eliminated.
The special sauce is also the Empress's innate creativity, the ability to look into yourself and saying, well, maybe there is a creative solution that I can figure out.
So will you feel, oh dear, it's another 3 reversed. So will you feel satisfied with the results?
They're all 3s, aren't they?
They're all 3s, Kara. 3,
Empress.
3, 3. Wow.
Angel number time.
Yeah. So the 3 of Wands is reversed. Well, it's hard to say. This situation may be affecting your mood and your happiness long term if it continues to go the way it is. But if you're able to turn it around or just tell people, I'm not partaking of this anymore, you might be able to see a way forward. But I really feel here that, it's a struggle right now due to whatever's happening here until, there is a resolution or you just decide, I'm done with this.
It's not so much an impasse, but it could somehow mean, or the ability to, or the looking at and saying, no, I'm going to pass on this opportunity. No, it's not really that. I think it's really just saying, I'm going to pass for now, but I'm not passing totally. The idea of waiting to see if the waves pick up, the tide comes back, that kind of thing. The waiting to see if anything changes that might be more beneficial.
So let's toss the Lenormand on this and see what we get. Interesting read. Not all very upbeat though, Kara. I'm sorry about that. Gobble, gobble. Well, let's just say some people or somebody's being a turkey. Well, you have the stork. And you have the fox. I think there's some
Is that
sage.
like a Kerfluken or whatever? No.
Turduncan? Duckin?
No.
No. And it would be a stocks, I guess, if you put the stork and fox together. But
or
at
be
any
a
rate.
fork.
So,
I can't believe I said that. No, I actually can't believe I said that.
I can believe it. So at any rate, I'm looking at this and thinking to myself, Kara, work to you know what? Either work to try to resolve this by saying to people, look, can we start over again? Can we just take this and, kind of let sleeping dogs lie and work past this? Or maybe this is a call for you to work towards change, work towards a new beginning in your life and not going through the same old drama.
I think it's that, but I also think that with the fox's idea about being maybe a little bit clever, a little bit sly, that this is just saying, don't necessarily telegraph those intentions, but whatever this is referring to, do that work on your own. Try to bring the new solution there, because no doubt it looks to me like maybe the resonance with others that might be involved isn't as strong as you need right now, so you might be better off just doing it on your own, showing everybody up, and then again, in that interpretation, it sort of refers back to the Empress self-care message.
That's what we have for you, Kara. Good luck with that.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for trying my new spread.
Alrighty.
Libra, you are up.
Libra said, I'm going to post my question. What message was my dream telling me?
Okay.
Okay, we can do the 1, 2, 3.
Yes, we can.
I'll need those Lenormands, please.
Yes, you can.
I'm starting to taste that pumpkin pie, but I really want to taste it. You're welcome, Kara.
Well, Mr. O, we'll
Gotta
get
wait.
there.
We'll
We'll
gotta
get
wait.
there. All right. Let's see. What message was my dreams telling? I see your question, Victoria. Interesting as always. And we'll get to it at some point here. All right. Okay, what's the message from your dream? Oh, it's the Seven of Candles.
That's wands, right?
Seven of Wands, indeed. Fire. So, I think your dream is trying to tell you, the message of your dream is that you need to stand up for yourself more. You need to set some boundaries, firm boundaries in your life. And also, find ways to, if it's about, competing for something like a job, a relationship, whatever the case may be, finding ways to rise yourself above those who want to snatch it from you.
The dream is also telling you maybe that you are the one that can shine the brightest in this overall idea that there may be others who are vying for a piece of what's going on, but you're the one clearly to watch. You have either the inside angle or you have some special, gift on your side, whatever that is, that can help you here.
So why is this message important? Because it's the Six of Swords. So in a sense, you need to set up boundaries and, kind of stand up for yourself, because you need to put yourself in a better place. Maybe people have been trampling all over you, or maybe you feel as though conditions just haven't been supportive for you. And it's time to move yourself into a state or a position in life where you feel more comfortable, safe, secure, and happy.
But you're also moving to a place where you are unafraid or just able to stand up for yourself or stand for what you want, because that's what the dream was really trying to tell you too.
And you need more tranquility in your life.
Yes.
And so where are things headed? Oh, it's justice reversed. So maybe some of this in your dream clearly is still yet to be. It's still yet to happen, I feel. And justice reversed is speaking of a time of imbalance and unfairness and not being treated fairly, in your opinion, by others.
It could be too that where it leads to is having to make a decision that, although you may be making the decision you have to make, it's not one that makes you feel like you won. It makes you just feel like you had to make this decision.
Don't feel forced into making a decision until you've ready and you've weighed everything, because that could work against you. So there's the Lenormand.
The first card is those pesky mice again, and I guess this is probably saying that there are irritating things here that are small, but they're irritating enough to kind of overall affect you in this regard, and you need to, maybe consider that. But what you will find out is the book is that some of these are things that you can realize or discover what it is if somebody's pulling or pushing your buttons, or some things are happening that you can eliminate that cause those irritations.
I really believe what this is saying, Libra, is that in time you're going to find a way to overcome your problems, but it'll take time and thought, and when you see research, it's talking about diving deep, to figure out what it is you need to do to get the upper hand again, to make sure you're being treated fairly. I do feel, if you give it the careful thought and consideration you need to, that you can overcome these little irritations in life.
All right.
So good luck with that.
And Alicia's up.
Hi, Alicia. Listen, I'll be getting back to you soon on email. We are just so swamped right now, so I apologize for that. I am like crazy busy. But I hope to get to that soon.
Checking in on your money again, wondering if it's going to work out by the end of the year. All right. I'm going to use the Tarot of the Princesses. I had to roll up for that one.
Oh, okay.
Look for the red thing on
I just thought I was behind again
Just
because...
roll up.
Okay, but that's what happens.
Keep going. Wrong way. It's red. I'll know it when I see it.
There's a lot of red, okay?
No, the little icon is red, not like the brown ones that you're seeing there.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you went too far, maybe. There it is.
No, I didn't go far enough, and there it is. Checking in on my money again, wondering if that's going to work out for me by end of the year. Okay.
I see, Alicia. Okay.
Why did I pull these? I was going to put them back. I did not. All right. That's the deck I'm going to want next time. And I'll take those. So I get these out in advance because they're a little tricky. Okay. And now I gotta go back down there. Okay. Hopefully it will spin in the positive direction. Doggone it. Why are they coming up so much?
Acorn? No.
No. If I said doggone it, it wouldn't be for the acorn. That's for sure.
I'm trying to think of the one that came up the most, and that was one of them.
Okay. You're right. It was. Oh, excuse me.
Okay, it's the reverse Knight of Wands.
Oh boy.
It's the reverse Seven of Swords. And it's the upright Knight of Pentacles.
So some good, some bad here, depending. I mean, I have to look at it as right now, the negatives outweighing the good. You also have the mice. They're back again.
The mice are back.
And the greeting card. So the letter. So there might be some issues here. The first card is what again? The Knight of Wands reversed?
Mm-hmm.
It seems as though maybe some project or goal or objective of yours is being delayed a little bit. You know, there are some setbacks here and some disappointments. You know, don't try to push things too aggressively as, you know, the time just doesn't seem to be right. There could be a number of reasons for this. And I think with the Seven of Swords here reversed, something is going to be revealed or uncovered to you that will make you understand why this isn't happening for you at this time.
When I look at that Knight too, that first Knight there, the reverse Knight, I wonder too if maybe somebody that's involved with this helping you, maybe it's, you know, investment people or something like that, they're not confident enough about some of the things they're doing. They may not necessarily be doing best practices, or they're not sure, or maybe they're inadequate for some reason. So I'm wondering if this could be suggesting that you might want to review who's handling some of these situations, whether it's about investments or banking in general.
You know, beware of any documents you sign. I'm just saying that because I think here, you know, maybe the seven ties into this greeting card, or just make sure that any paperwork you're being, you know, that's involved in a particular situation is filled out accurately, if it's on your end or, on their end, that it's handled properly. I think here too, with the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Coins is indicating that money is coming and money is going, but it's mostly coming. I do think there could be money involved in all of this, but, it's literally like one knight pitted against the other here.
Well, I'm a little concerned about that 7 there of swords reverse too, because I'm wondering if this is saying, in respect to what I said about people who handle things for you, that maybe there's some funny stuff going on. And of course, don't say never, 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 because, that's probably what happened to me when my identity was stolen a good 10 years ago. It was an inside job, is what we kind of feel there based on the evidence. This could be saying that there could be somebody who is not thoroughly on the up and up, that maybe has some unscrupulous ideas here. So, if you have a gut feeling about the people that are helping you with some of this stuff, you might want to check that out more. But moving on to that Knight of Coins.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
That does seem like there is an overall inclination to keep moving towards this despite those factors. So it could be that you're getting there over that, i.e. by the end of the year, the beginning of next year.
I have to also remind you, too, that the Knight of Coins is one of the slowest moving knights in the deck. So that could be playing into this Knight of Wands here, indicating there is something stalling this, It could happen still, but it's going to take more time. And like I said here, don't try to rush a process that isn't quite ready to unfold yet. And here we have the greeting card and the mice, indicating again, this is where I was kind of going with that 7 of Swords. There could be an issue, there could be some trouble, some stress related to some documents or some news or information that you receive, Usually it's in printed form when you get the letter, so it could be in documents, like I said, it could be an email, whatever the case may be. It's something that's going to cause some grief. But remember, with the mice, this is only temporary. This is only temporary. So it plays right in again that this may take a little bit longer to play out than maybe you would like. So it might take a little bit longer than December.
A lot of things are going on in the world right now that probably do affect the stocks. And I know you mentioned something about the stocks there. So when I look at that and I think about what you said, I sort of feel like maybe this isn't necessarily about the unscrupulousness of people who are working in those areas for you, but maybe just about the idea that there are some considerable ups and downs in the market or in investments because of real life situations, and that some of that translates into some possible mischief going on there. That maybe there might be something to do with re-engaging documents to make sure you're getting what you want out of it. Maybe there's issues like that.
It just may mean to keep a sharper eye on your stocks, I feel, and also maybe be prepared to make, some smart, calculated moves or decisions if necessary in that regard. And also, as far as the other thing you mentioned there about the offer to work with a group, but they offered you way less than you asked. Yeah, I can almost see that here too. This opportunity that just didn't pan out, and I think you were wise in rejecting it, because we should try to get what we're worth.
So in retrospect, it could mean that maybe a better offer may come though with the corresponding
in time.
Upright Knight. Just might need to give it time.
So wish you luck with that.
Alrighty.
That's what we have for you.
Thanks, Alicia. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, geez, Violet.
Just go and do that. We can handle this.
Go ahead. I do wish you luck.
This. Drop back in if you can. You're welcome.
Yeah, go ahead. Duck out if you want. We've got the list covered.
Leave your question,
and as a matter
of
fact, Mr. O, look at the time. Let's put up the sign that the list is closed, so we're not taking any more. Oh, it's not till 11 p.m. Okay. All right, then.
That's 10 o'clock our time,
But the
right?
list is closed as of now, Violet. Everybody who's on it will get a reading.
Because we said so.
All right, so we've done Libra, we've done Alicia, we are on Victoria.
Victoria.
And I've got the Yuletide Tarot here. And Victoria's question was about a hot neighbor. Somebody moving in.
Is a hot guy going to move in next door?
Well, let's see.
Hey, there's only hot guys in Texas because Texas is hot. Just saying. I'll take the Lenormand.
Here. All right. All right.
Good luck, Violet.
Well, we've got the Hermit reversed. I don't know if that's indicative of a person, but we have the Eight of Canes, though, upright. And we have Justice upright. Interesting cards for this. What do you have there?
The clock tower that seems to be holding the
Oh,
goldfish
it looks
in
like somebody with some money is moving in, whoever they are.
Ooh.
I am not sure if it's an individual or more than one person. In other words, it could be a family, it could be a married couple. And only I'm getting that because the Hermit reversed. He's out there in the world now. He's not huddled on his own. It doesn't sound to me necessarily like it's a single individual necessarily.
I'm going to kind of go with that too. It could be somebody who was alone and recently got attached or something like that, or has decided that they are, in fact, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm good.
Well, what do you want to do with the Eight of of Swords?
Swords. Well, that one looks a little different. That one sort of says that maybe there's a perception of somebody wants to be alone. Maybe this person is a total loner. Maybe it's not that they're married or unmarried. Maybe they want to be alone.
I look at this a little bit differently in saying that maybe whoever moves in, this family, etc., they might be a little bit more standoffish. They might keep to themselves more. They might feel, maybe it's going to take them time to acclimate to, the new home and living there. So they're not going to be that accessible. And they're making it that way because maybe they just want to get used to living there first and getting their house and their life in order. And that sort of kind of falls in with Justice here too. They're looking for some stability, they're looking for balance, and so they're trying to maybe put, get everything together.
I like that too. I sort of feel there's an idea there that really and I'm going to say that because of the Eight of Swords too, that maybe they're not the typical kind of neighbor in your area, that maybe they are a little bit aloof in certain ways for whatever reasons. Maybe they're in the
well, she asked, they're not Yankees, are they?
No, I think they're in that thing called the Eyewitness Program or something.
Oh! Oh, no.
What is it called?
I think you've got it.
Yes.
It's where they hide people
undisclosed
who are,
something, yes. So
oh my gosh.
They may be hot, but they're hiding.
Well, they may be hiding from something. That could be true. But I do feel here that there might be some money associated with them. Maybe one of them, Maybe the guy, maybe
Witness
the
protection.
woman.
Thank you, Victoria.
Witness protection. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. This guy or whatever. There's money. There's money here. So they seem to have some good jobs or some good
So you're
income.
half right. They're rich, but
Yeah.
hot white male.
I'm not
maybe
sure he's available. Now, it is possible. I mean, the hermit sometimes is coming back out in the world because he seeks connection again with others. And it's ironic here that we have that, and then we have the Eight of
So
Swords.
maybe they're kind of like somebody that's ambiguous, or sort of like, yeah, I want to meet new people, but kind of
Keep
don't
your
get too
distance.
close.
Right. So I don't know. It's a balancing act for sure, and I think it's going to take a little bit of time for them to
Witness
get
protection
acclimated.
program.
Anyway.
Invite them to your event on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that's right. They got money, so. But, and the price is right for your event, absolutely. So good luck. Good luck with your event and good luck with your new neighbors. I don't see anything dangerous here, so it's not some creepazoid moving in or creepy family,
It's just
I don't
not
think.
Mr. Right.
Yeah, sorry. You might have to look beyond your next door neighbor for that. All right. We're on fire spawn, I think. Am I right? Yep.
All right. Did Firespawn give us a question? Thanks, Shirley. I see it. We'll get to you, Mr. Right now. Well, and then what? Mr. Nevermore afterwards?
Yeah, fire spawn sometimes leaves, so I'm not sure if they're still here. Fire spawn, if you're here, just let us know.
Thanks for liking our video. It's probably just a matter of a moment or two, and we'll figure it out.
Whew, all right. You can do the countdown, Violet. Thanks, Kara, for your
Assistance. Victoria's going to get into Act 2? Hey, all of you. 56. Oh, we're going to be here a while. No, I don't think so.
All right, let's move on to Shirley. Who's
Shirley.
eager? Hey, Shirley. All right.
And Shirley asked if we could tell them if the person constantly on your mind's current feelings and next actions.
I think you've asked about them before.
So that's going to be my deck, and I
believe
I
it is.
will use Dame Wheel's Fortune.
Okay.
Dame Fortune's Wheel. Fortune's Wheel Tarot.
What is
I
going
don't quite
on
say that
with these
right.
cards? God. I am not happy with this arrangement, Mr. O. I have to do something different, and I do have an idea. It may
Sure
involve
you do.
bringing another table up here.
Well, this is one area where more tables are not
The table that
necessary.
can fit under here, and maybe I could put my cards here, but I don't know. I have to think about that.
Okay, so
So what about the person who's on their mind and...
Judgment is the first card. It's upright.
Boy, this thing is
Can
so...
you please tell me if the person constantly in my mind's current feelings and next actions?
Okay.
The next card is the reversed Knight of Cups.
You know how sometimes you say you have to read it? So, be patient.
And then the Wheel of Fortune reversed.
The
Well, I don't know if this is a good result here about them or if it's just the wrong time to be asking it.
and this is about if they will contact. Let's see. Or their intentions, right?
Right.
Okay.
They may be thinking of something, but it's not necessarily clear. The Judgment thinks that maybe they are thinking about big changes in their life or big changes they want to assume that maybe they feel there's something approaching that's epiphany level, like they really are changing something. But having said that, the Knight of Cups looks like non-romantic. It sort of looks like a feeling of maybe walking away from romantic encounters or from a specific person. And the Wheel of Fortune reverse seems to indicate a feeling of a cycle that's not turning for good effects, that maybe this person feels that maybe they're having bad luck. So applied to your question, it could be the idea that maybe they don't feel they should, try or indicate anything about a relationship or with you, that maybe they're just not in that mode.
Mr. O must need pumpkin pie.
I do.
But I'm looking here, I agree with him on judgment a little bit. I would say that they're really trying to re-envision their life right now, or make some changes, some big changes that they feel are necessary. And right now, I feel like that maybe doesn't involve, on the plus side, it may not involve relationships or romance at this time. I don't think they're putting their energy here. They're just letting things stagnate for now, because they're focusing on some major things they want to do, because they feel their life may not be going completely in the direction they had hoped right now. Maybe some things haven't been working out or have been proving more stressful than they would have liked. And so I'm not really sure their intentions are even romantic or thinking about you at this time, because it's almost as if they have bigger, I don't want to say it, I'll just say it this way, they have bigger fish to fry in their life than their love life right now, or talking with you. And I'm sure that's not what you want to hear right now around the holidays. So again, what has come up again? The mice. And you. So I think you're stressing a lot about this situation, that, maybe you haven't heard from them in a while is my guess. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating that here. Or if you have heard from them, it just seemed very non-committal. And so you're stressing a lot about this. But, I'm beginning to think here that even though this is weighing heavily on that person right now, whatever situation they're going through, this may be only temporary. It's possible in time they will connect, they will be in touch. But hey, whether that leads to something deeper or not, or because of the changes they are making or thinking of making will pull them away more from you, that's a possibility I can't rule out. You will hear from them, I think, in time. And their intentions will turn back to this. It's just right now, they're not focused on that.
Right. I get what you're saying there, Shirley. That's not a big deal. And I think that's why the mice are there, is that it bothers you a little bit, but it isn't a big deal. And I agree with Banshee. This could be the way it flows. Whenever I see the Wheel of Fortune upright or reversed, I always feel that things are in flux. The wheel is turning one way or the other.
Exactly.
And what goes down must come up, to reverse that analogy. But that's the way the wheel works, is like it goes around, but it does come back. So it may just be that there's more time needed for this person to work through their issues. The judgment seems to think there's something big going on in their head or heart in some respects.
Well, it is a shame that, people get so wrapped up in their lives and leave other people dangling like that. I don't like that either, Shirley, And so, I think that's a consideration for you here is, if you're constantly feeling this way and this person is just not connecting, that just may be the universe telling you, okay, you can continue to wait and hope, or you can move on in your life and see that maybe when they choose to come back, you'll be ready to receive them, or maybe you have moved on. We can only wait for so long, and that's what I keep telling people. Some people, hey, and that could be you, and more power to you if it is. Some people can wait forever. But others really, they need to get on with their life. And so you have to decide what it is for you. So I wish you luck with this.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming tonight.
Happy Thanksgiving. All right, so Fire Spawn is gone, and that leaves us with Violet Lotus. He needs help. Wow. Well, maybe you might be picking up this negative turn of the wheel. You know, if there's any way for you to contact him and just say, hey, just checking in to see if everything's all right and how you're doing. Thinking about you during the holiday season.
Yes, I noticed that Firespawn came back.
Oh.
But I don't know if they're still here. And they seem to understand that we had moved beyond them because they said it was okay.
Are you here, Fire Spawn? You have to answer now, because...
They did.
Where?
You just missed it. It was just happened. No!
Right there! The video was buffering, so I had to restart my phone. Fire Spawn, go ahead and type your question. We'll take you right now, okay? Overreactive. I need to have my tablet. But unfortunately it wasn't charged, so Mr. O is having a dialogue with me.
There's the question. Oh, okay. How do you want to do that?
Wondering, does that mean the Pisces has dreams or fantasies about me? Let's do 3 cards.
Okay. We got you, Firespawn.
Firestorm. That's a comic character.
That's a comic character.
It's Firespawn.
You know, that's like soap opera too, Shirley. It just seems like sometimes we never, it's the gist of a soap opera, to keep the yearning and the cycle of yearning, not expressing. I loved watching Dynasty back in the 80s because it always seemed like people were breaking up and making up constantly. But I liked it.
You're a Scorpio. You would. You like those little power dynamic stories. All right.
Those Lenormand again.
All right.
That you keep taking.
Yeah, I do.
Spit them out.
Well, we've got the Lovers reversed here. That is not a happy start, I will say. We got the 5 of Wands upright. But we also have the Ace of Swords upright. Gee, maybe we'll have to do a yes-no on this one, but we'll see.
It's a New Year's Eve, not New York City, Kara.
We still got a card that says dreams for love. So I'm wondering, does that mean the Pisces has dreams or fantasies about me? Well, I'm not really sure. I mean, we might want to do a yes or no on that. The Pisces, is this somebody you just have a crush on, or is this somebody who, you've had a relationship with and maybe things have gone south? Because the Lovers is about making difficult wrong choices in a relationship, or maybe people not seeing completely eye to eye. There's something not quite right here.
I'm almost wondering if maybe that person is having fantasies about more than just you. That maybe they're out there in the whole way, and that's because of the 5 of Wands.
It's a really good point he just made. Yeah.
So that could mean that maybe you should consider reaching out and seeing if that fantasy might approach a reality, and that's the Ace of Swords too, sort of just picking up the sword and cleaving it. That maybe this is about you reaching out more definitively, because I do have the feeling like they're exploring something, at least in their mind and heart a little bit, the Five of Wands, that they sort of want to engage with, this kind of thing. Now, the Lovers reverse could just indicate that they're considering things on different levels. They might be up for only short-term relationships, kind of loose and fast, or maybe something else. It's hard to say. It's not a really great card when it's reversed.
No, it's like they're making wrong choices in their relationships or how they manage their relationship. And the Five of Wands is a card. I like that, though, what he said when he put that.
That's what I meant, multiple interest. I didn't mean that they wanted to be with
No,
I didn't mean that.
We aren't getting that kinky on this show.
Not the kink factor.
But it could be that they are interested in, they're fantasizing about different things in relationships right now. And the Ace of Swords indicates, though, that, communication could be the key here. Just keeping in contact with them, and, there could be some positivity that comes out of this anyway, because this indicates a victory. So I almost feel like you could, one way or another, win this person's heart. It's just that maybe this whole idea of the dream and the fantasy, isn't exactly what your dream meant.
Right, and may not mean anything. It may just be saying, really, take the challenge. The Ace of Swords is about beginning, a project to take you towards a challenge. So I think this could be about you saying you should be the one to reach out, or you should be the one to be a little bit more, confident and assertive in this manner.
Right, and that's true. In a way, it might be saying here, it's dreams about your love connection. That's all fine. But the reality is, if you want to achieve a victory, you're going to have to communicate your intent, or you make yourself more available, to this person to achieve that. The good news is you have the key here in the Lenormand. And, see, you have the tree. So I almost think here, trees take time. They take time to take root. They take time to grow. Give your relationship the nurturing, the food it needs, the fuel it needs to grow, and the time. In other words, don't push the envelope on this, but always kind of feed it in subtle ways so that, you're always omnipresent there. And, maybe this will grow into something bigger.
Besides the key being the key to doing things, the key, in my mind, kind of relates to the Ace of Swords, the idea of challenging yourself or of picking up the sword and moving towards, victory, accomplishment. And, of course, that tree is about growth. So this is really saying that until you try to do that, you won't necessarily realize the growth unless you give it a shot. So I think this is about you maybe figuring out if there is a way for you to sort of, reach out to them and you provoke the possibility of a relationship.
I think this could grow in time. I really do. So just and also give this person time to get their act together, with what they truly want out of a relationship.
I'm reading your last couple of comments, and of course
I did too.
I realize that this person is a Pisces, and classically Pisces may be a little bit more shy, a little bit less confident. So it may be more likely that you would have results by reaching out, not necessarily in a very assertive way, but maybe commensurate with their level of, comfortability.
Wow.
That's what we have.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. I'm glad we could fit you in. All right. We are on...
Yeah, you could go with that too, your own impression there. So it's Violet.
Violet Lotus.
You're welcome, Firespawn.
You're welcome, Fire Spawn. Well, okay, so it's really about DH's moods and allowing them to get to you. And what do the cards say about this? Let's see. Your deck, I think?
I'll go with Crow's Magic again. No, I think I'm going to go with Santa Muerte.
All right.
And Sassy has left us.
I see that. The chair's empty and Sonny could have an opportunity, but he's not here.
Kara, reach out.
Kara, we're so sorry. Sonny's not around.
Reach out to Sunny.
You know, we thought any of the cats could come up here and sit, and he could have, but, you know, he wasn't going to battle Sassy for it, which really was a good thing. Sassy beat him to it. I keep feeling... Is she gone completely?
I think she walked out.
Okay.
She went straight towards the door, and then I didn't think about her anymore. She was gone. All right, Violet. The first card is the upright Ace of Wands. It's a pretty card. And then the upright Two of Swords. And then the upright Queen of Cups. So I think I like this. It seems nice.
So which one is that again?
Ace.
Oh, the ace. All right, let's throw the Lenormand on this too and see. Oops. Well, it's the acorns. Can't go wrong with the acorns. And the fox. You know, there seems to be a stalemate here between, you know, your emotional balance and your emotional needs and, you know, your ability to initiate and create, you know, a new...
Well, it's talking about the drive to do that.
Could be. Or initiate. It's also about initiation because it is an ace. It's a beginning. To begin new things in your life and to move things forward, you know, in a positive, constructive way. But that Two of Swords right in the middle here is almost as if there's still a stop and a pause going on here. You know, like decisions have to be made or you have to make a move, but are you ready to make that move? Are you ready to do that?
The question is whether or not you really are balanced, or are you balanced enough to really provoke your new quests or new accomplishments.
Well, two's a balanced card in a way, being in the center like that. But...
well, is it saying that there's something being ignored, though, by going the other way or vice versa?
Well, or is there something that you could be, you know, exploring more now when things seem to be at a stalemate? I mean, can you use this energy of the stalemate to somehow create an opening? I don't know. This is a very tough reading. We might have to do a yes-no follow-up on this and just ask if it's DH or not. Maybe it's something else here. I feel that, you know, right now you are not able to move towards your goals because you are putting your emotional balance and your stability first. I almost think that might be what's going on here. And you know what? If you keep working on that, I do feel the Snow Fox is saying maybe you need, because this is right here, you need to work on that in order to move, you know, move the compass in the direction you want it pointing, to get the luck, to get the timing, to get things moving in the right direction.
Right, the Ace of Wands is growthful for all kinds of enterprises, including, you know, the various projects you have or the various goals you have. And, you know, they're both growing things. The Ace of Wands looks like flowers of some sort there, and then the acorn. So I think that's a strong symbol saying you do need to figure out what this balance really does for you. Maybe you're not understanding exactly what the balance does because you still are caught up with DH's problems and situations. It is a confusing reading.
It is a little bit. I wonder if DH is only part of the equation.
Oh.
So that's it too, Maybe this is here because, you're kind of at a stalemate because maybe you're focusing on that and there may yet be something else too. Let's do a yes/no just to ask if it is DH and his moods or not. Let's do that.
Okay, and I want you to shuffle them too with me.
All right.
So I'll let you start.
Okay. It's just a thought I have, twos are dualities, and it's almost as if, there could be two, maybe more than one thing here that you need to consider.
Well, is it the dichotomy between emotional balance
That's what I thought
and
initially.
really,
Yeah.
being able to express yourself with your other missions,
Right.
Does it make you feel like it can only be one or the other? I don't like binary choices for that reason because I always feel life is really more gray than that, and that sometimes we have to figure out how to have it all, even if it isn't in mutually equal proportions.
I know. I'm kind of tired too, I stayed up late writing an epic poem.
I didn't say anything. But I should have.
I got stuff to do after this show, let me tell you. Yeah, I know. Let's see what the cards say on that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh my gosh.
That was an ace.
Yep.
Yes.
I see it. All right. Maybe, yes, it could be DH, but guess what we got there?
The Tower.
Upright. Has this whole thing been resolved yet? Has DH taken care of the VA stuff? Is that still on your mind? Is this still an issue? I'm just saying that because I'm just wondering here when I see the Tower. This is something that could be a crisis. In other words, whether it's real, something serious or not, it's something that definitely makes you feel stressed, like you are in crisis mode until this gets resolved. So could that be part of this?
Do you also feel too that maybe ultimately there's something really to understand and know to enact from here to maybe control the situation? A lot of times we say it's a lesson, but maybe it's just what we need to know. It's not that we need to know this as a lesson, but we just need to know how to rebuild the tower, how to rebuild what our foundations and strengths are.
So I'm having a feeling that maybe it is DH. It's leaning towards, even if it is leaning towards,
yes.
It's leaning towards yes. So it probably is, but maybe there's a couple factors going on here. Sure, his moods are getting to you, but how much of his moods may be tied
You
into
somehow
what he's...
are showing a different card there. That's not the Ace of Cups that was in the original reading. It's now the 2.
How'd I do
know
that?
How you did that, but
that's okay. You did have the Ace of Cups, so sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what
don't worry about it. I shouldn't have even put them out there because they just tell the yes or no. We needn't worry about that.
I'm not All right.
And so back to this, I really feel that maybe the issue is this. His moods get to you, but also this other factor is really looming large too. And I think that, maybe his moods are also tied into that, why he isn't going and getting this done. He really needs to get it done. And maybe you need to light a fire under his butt. And not so much for your own for your own healing, but because he needs to do it, and it bothers you too if he may not be healthy. So you need to have this albatross off your chest, but really, it's for his own good, more even than yours.
Right, and so the lesson that needs to be learned, as is usually the case in the tower, is more for him perhaps. Clearly.
I think so, but I also think it's you because you are concerned that this could be something really catastrophic. And until you get to the bottom of it, you're always going to be in that kind of, fight or flight kind of mode. So that's what I'm concerned about. So you really should take care of it. And I'm not saying there is anything necessarily wrong with him, but once you know for sure and you can put your mind at ease, so much the better. Maybe his moods would change a little bit too.
My father was a kind of personality that never wanted to go to the doctor, and so he waited very late for many of his health concerns. There were many of them, but I'll only tell you about one. He finally was diagnosed with needing something done with his gallbladder, and when they went in to remove it because it was clearly really bad, they said his gallbladder had turned literally into stone. And they had to carefully shave it away from his liver.
Thank you for the graphical anatomy lesson.
I'm not saying that's happening with DH, but people should not necessarily ignore the warnings of their health. That was only one thing with my father.
Well said, simply said.
Okay. So we are done then.
We are done.
And we want pumpkin pie now.
We want pumpkin pie now. And he's going to have to wait on me now, though, because I've got some pressing needs.
I could probably figure out how to get out of here without you.
And considering how much ice cream you had the other day, I will be
ice cream
metering that ice cream to you.
Oh, God, you are whack.
Listen, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Thanksgiving evening. And for all those that tried my new readings, I appreciate that. I always like to see how they work in real time. That they work for others, not just for me. And I appreciate all of you. We appreciate everyone here. Thank you, Victoria. We think the world of you.
You too.
Thank you, Kara. All of you, you're all just wonderful. We appreciate all the support we get. We are very grateful. So thanks again. We hope to see you soon. Not Saturday, though. There will be no happy hour. We will see you Sunday for another 2-hour live show. All right? Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.